Hey everyone, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Mallard 335. This is a great couples model. You have dual opposing slides here, giving you a center island in the kitchen, as well as a huge living room space. This is something we often see in fifth wheels, but it's a little more rare in a travel trailer, and I think they definitely did a great job. I actually want to start off on the ceiling real quick. You will see that it is a slightly barreled ceiling, so right here in the center you get a little more room, making it feel bigger and more open. You have the AC unit here, which actually has a dual ductwork running through. You can see how you have ducts right here. You'll have that throughout the entire camper, which really help cool it down nice and evenly throughout the entire thing. Couple rows of LED lights in here as well, so it is nice and bright, which is important to me, especially at nighttime. And then you have a vent right back here too, so if you want to open up some windows and just have natural airflow, you can open that guy up. Right over here in our super slide, you have the freestanding table and chairs. I like the design here. It's a little more modern, I think, kind of cool. You can lift that up, a little bit of storage underneath those seats there as well. Really nice light fixtures. You have this one right here. It kind of matches the one above the center island, which I'll show you a little bit later. But I think they did a good job. It's just kind of cool, a little unique. It's modern, yet it still has a little bit of that old world feel, kind of bringing them both together. Right over here is theater seating. This is directly across from the TV. Both of these do recline. You'll see the cup holders right here. Little space for your remote there. You kind of have the little parachute cord. You just pull this guy. Legs come up just like that. Then you can lean back, relax. When you're done, just drop it right back down like so. But this is ideal, especially on a rainy day if you're just the two of you looking to sit back and relax, as I mentioned, because straight across the way is where you would put a TV. Then right here in the back, you have the Loveseat. This is a tri-fold sofa, so this does fold out into a bed. I'll show you that real quick. It's pretty easy. You just take the rear cushions off. Obviously, those are just Velcroed on there. You lift right here. What I recommend on a tri-fold is kind of put your leg against the base. Otherwise, sometimes when you go to pull this out, as you'll see, the whole couch will move. So just kind of put your leg here, and then that'll let you pull this out just like that. Drop these legs down like so, and then you just take this and just like that. Now you have a bed. So here you can definitely sleep one adult, possibly two if they want to snuggle up. The love seats are a little bit tighter than your full-blown sofa for the tri-fold, but it's definitely still manageable for two people. You also do get a tiny bit of storage underneath, not a ton there, but that cushion doesn't go all the way to the floor. So it's probably enough to put like your blankets or extra sheets, things like that. On both sides, you'll see that you do get big end tables, which are really nice. Not only can you put decorations and stuff on there, but you'll also see that you have electrical outlets on both sides. So if you need to plug in laptops or tablets, anything like that, you can do that. And you also have the big storage underneath. So you'll have that on both sides. So any items you want to store in there, you can. Windows all the way along the back, including the big rear picture window here. LED lights, again, to help brighten things up. And you have the storage going across the top, kind of the decorative glass on there. You have the struts, so it's easy one-hand operation to open that up and access anything in there. But again, that's pretty good storage across the top. Right over here, as I mentioned, is your entertainment center. This unit does not come with the TV, but as you will notice, it gives you a very large spot for one. I personally like that. A lot of times, in all honesty, you can pick up a TV for probably less at like Walmart than you can from an RV manufacturer. So, being able to put a TV in here is great. And I love the fact that it has the space because it allows for a larger TV so you can see it from over in the theater seating. What they did do is they gave you the RCA cables. I know it should be an HDMI cable. The industry's a little bit behind, but that is run right up to here, your multimedia center. So if you want to watch a DVD, you can pop it in right there, plug those in the back of the TV, and you're good to go. Obviously, your electrical outlet and the cable outlet for your TV are right there. Some storage right up top here. It's actually not bad. You get pretty good space in the back. You have a little bit on both sides here down below too. And then right in between is your fireplace. Cool thing about the fireplace, you can turn it on. It looks nice, but much more importantly than that is the fact that this is a space heater. So if you want to warm kind of this area up, it's late at night or early in the morning, it's just a little chilly, you can turn that on. It'll do a decent job of helping to take the chill off in this space without having to use propane because that does run off shore power. And then making our way up a little bit, right here's the center island. You'll see an electrical outlet right there. You have a little switch for some accent lighting underneath. You can kind of see a courtesy light. Cool thing about that is that, you know, at night, if you just want to leave that on, you can do that. It kind of helps give you just enough light to be able to see around if you need to get up and use the bathroom in the middle of the night or something like that. You know, it's not too obstructive or, you know, keeping anyone awake at night or anything like that. But again, electrical outlets to plug things in, a good prep space right over here, large single bowl sink, and you have a high-rise pull-out faucet. I like having the pull-out. Just makes washing, rinsing dishes a lot easier. You can fill pitchers or coffee pots, things like that with it too. A couple of drawers here in the center island, so you have a spot for your flatware and knives, spatulas, things like that. Propane leak detector right down below. Hopefully that never goes off on you. And then right over here, you have plenty of space for your trash can. Over across the way, one of the things for 2019 that have been upgraded is the cooktop right here. I do like the Freon cooktop. It looks pretty nice with the blue lights that light up here. You can turn that off if you don't want it on, but again, it's just kind of a neat look. It is recessed with the glass cover, so again, you can use that as prep space too. And you can just fold it up and back just like so to access your burners. And then you have an oven here underneath too in case you want to do some baking. And underneath that, you have a little extra storage there. Now, one of the biggest things, well, right up top, let me hit this first. You get your vent fan, your microwave, a little bit of storage right there. But what I was going to say is one of the biggest things about the kitchen and something that always, you know, draws everyone's eye in is the fact that you have 2 RV refrigerators right here. So you want to talk about having plenty of cold storage, folks. This is it. If you're, you know, you're constantly filling up your refrigerator and you're getting sick of it, this is an awesome solution. I know a lot of people are going to residential, but the thing I do like about this is the fact that you can run both of these off propane. So, you know, even if you're doing some boondocking, you're out in the middle of the woods, you can still, you know, these refrigerators will still be able to keep everything cool, still be able to handle it because they do run off both propane and electric. And they have automatic switchover, of course, too. So as soon as you plug it into shore power, they'll switch over to electric for you, saving your propane gas. Right over here, you kind of have this little bar nook area. You have an electrical outlet, so if you want to put your coffee maker here, it's a great spot for it. As you can see, we decorated it. Just kind of, you know, gives you some nice little pieces, make things pretty. Got a couple LED lights under there. A couple more drawers here too. And then you have the storage right under there, as well as the storage right here along the top. Right over here on this side is your central vac. Works pretty easily. Just plug a hose right into there. Lets you vac up the camper. That way you don't have to bring one with you. And then your fuse panel as well as your breakers are right underneath that. Over across the way here, you got this. Not entirely sure, to be honest, what you could fully use this for. You have a window here, mirrored up top, electrical outlet over here to the side. Then a tiny bit of storage here underneath as well. You might be able to throw some shoes in there or something, throw them sideways, flip-flops. I don't know, I'm sure you can find use for it. And then obviously all your light controls, power awning, slide room controls are there too. One of the things I do want to touch on real quick are the doors. I do like the doors on the Mallard. They have a design on them rather than being plain. I think it just adds a little bit to the camper itself. When you come into the bathroom here, you'll see right down here in the corner is the foot flush lever toilet. Plenty of leg room. With the doors shut, you know, I'm a little tight in the shoulders. I'm pretty wide, but in all honesty, if you lean forward a little bit, you have all the room in the world, all that you really need. Right over here is your sink top. You do have good countertop space in here, which I like. If you need to put anything up there, you can do so. Electrical outlet there to plug in your hair dryer, curling iron, whatever else. You got storage underneath. Mirrored medicine cabinet up top. Then right over here is your tank monitoring panel. You'll notice that for water heater, it says LP as well as electric. You can turn on both of those at the same time for faster recovery. Right over here is the shower, neo-angle shower. You'll see that you have the doors and the roller tracks. That way you can shut it. The water, you know, when you open it, when you're done showering, the water goes down into the shower pan. Sometimes on a swing door, it goes on the floor. Not an issue here. As far as height, I'm about 6 foot. You can see I have plenty of room, especially with the skylight. You know, even if you're 6'3", you can still stay in here without having to bend down. You also have a hand wand and then some shelves in there as well. Right over here, this is a little different. So you have a linen closet, which I like. They have mirrors, mirrors right here, and I'm guessing the idea is so you kind of have like a full body mirror while you're here in the bathroom. But the placement for me is a little odd just because it's straight across from the toilet. So kind of staring at yourself while you're doing your business, but it is there. It is, again, for a full-length mirror, at least they're able to fit it in the bathroom here. But more importantly than anything, folks, is the fact that it's a linen closet. It gives you a spot to put all of your towels and all your other bathroom goodies. The master bedroom in the 335 gives you a king bed. If you're someone that has a king bed at home like myself, I really love having a king bed when I camp too. Love my wife to death, but when I'm sleeping, I want my space, and the king bed gives you exactly that. You also have storage here underneath. Lift it up, strut supported there, easy to access. You can see your bag of hoses and stuff for your central vac right down there. But if you have bigger items, this makes a great storage spot. You have a window, let in some light during the day. I keep that shut. I like to sleep in when I camp. And then across the top, you see you have some additional storage there as well. Speaking of storage, the majority of it will be right here. You do have mirrors on both the doors. Turn the light on for you here so you can take a look. You have a shelf across the top, and then right underneath that you have a hanging rod. So as you can see, folks, this is a huge wardrobe to have in a travel trailer. You can fit all sorts of stuff in here. You know, you want to put like your laundry basket, dirty clothes and stuff in here. It is absolutely massive. Right over here, we'll open this up. As you can see, it's essentially the same space, but the reason they put this on here is because it has washer dryer prep. So if you have washer and dryer, this is where it'll go. That way, you know, it's a little more dedicated, so you can open this up just to get into that washer and dryer. Then right here at the foot of the bed, you have more storage yet. You get the big dresser. You have 6 drawers. As you can see, the drawers are very sizable. Again, larger than what you get in most travel trailers there. Of course, the window right here. And then up top, you have TV connections. You'd mount your TV right here if you want one. Connections on both sides. And then you'll see you have storage up top there too. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Mallard 335. Right up front here, you have your 2 20-pound propane tanks with a cover to help hide those unsightly tanks. Right behind that, you'll see rails right here for your battery. Note that it is big enough. If you want to fit 2 batteries there, you can do so. And over to the side is solar prep. You plan on going somewhere, you're doing some boondocking, you want to trickle charge your battery, simply buy portable panels, plug it in right there, and it'll do exactly that. Coming up the front here is diamond plating to help protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. And above that is your front cap. Not only does this add some extra insulation, it's also nice and easy to clean. It'll stay looking nice. And you have LED lights inlaid on both sides there. Coming around to the side here is our pass-through storage. You have a covered hinge, so that way you don't have a bunch of rust coming down the door. It's also a slam latch, like so. And it is magnetic, so it sticks up there just like that. So we make our way inside here, you'll see these 2 little white doors. If you drop these down, you'll see a control in there. That is for your power stabilizer jacks. The one here will control the front 2, the other one will control the rear 2. You'll also notice you have 2 lights. I don't have the far one on. There is a black switch all the way down there as well, and that's what controls the LED lights on the front cap. You can see your power stabilizer jacks right down here. Bear in mind, folks, it's not an auto level system. It is a power stabilizer jack, so you still want to use blocks and everything else to level out your camper. But when you get there, you can put those stabilizer jacks down so the RV isn't rocking on you. Also, something you really can't see, but underneath there, it is a fully enclosed and heated underbelly. So not only does that help keep out road grime and hopefully some of the critters in the off season, but also if you're camping when it starts getting colder, like late fall, starts dipping below freezing at night, as long as you run in the furnace, it'll have that air underneath to help make sure your lines and tanks and stuff aren't freezing up on you. Right up top here is your power awning. You can touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in. It also has an LED light strip there for light at night. And you have 2 outside speakers. So if you want to listen to music while you're out here, you can do that. Those are connected to that multimedia center inside, but that unit is Bluetooth capable. So if you want to sit here underneath your awning, you can connect to that via Bluetooth. Another thing you'll notice is right here underneath your main awning space, folks, there aren't any vents. So all this is great usable camp space. You don't have a bunch of, furnace vents or anything blowing hot air on you. You can definitely set up your chairs and everything right around there, which is awesome. 3 foldable steps to get into the RV. You have the grab handle here as well, just for a little extra control when you are entering or exiting. If you need to plug anything in, that's what this will be for. You have an electrical outlet right there. And if you drop down underneath, you will see the gorgeous wheels on here. You have aluminum alloy wheels, which not only look great now, but continue to do so because aluminum doesn't rust. Another thing you'll notice is how far the wheels are apart. That's because this one has the wide track suspension system, which essentially is a spread axle system. The great thing about a spread axle is that it generally has better towability because it'll help reduce sway, having the axles further apart. On the back side here, if you take a look right underneath, you will see your propane quick connect. So if you want to do some cooking outside, you can bring your grill or cooktop, whatever it may be, hook it up right there and you are all set. You'll also see your bumper right back here. There are end caps, they're just not currently on, but that's a super convenient spot for your sewer hose. And conveniently enough, mounted to that is your spare tire. You'll see the big rear picture window I showed you in the back. Note that it does open for airflow. And then up above that is your backup camera prep. So if you want a backup camera on here, having the prep makes it easier to install, meaning it'll save you money on labor. On the off-door side, you'll see right here is your outside shower with both hot and cold water access, the hand wand there as well. You have your city water inlet located here, and then right underneath that is your black tank flush. So that way, after you're done draining your black tank and hook a hose up right there, it'll help wash everything out of that black tank so it's a little bit cleaner for you next time you use it. In the back, you have your cable hookup, cable inlet rather, as well as your 50 amp power inlet. And then if we sneak right along here, bear with me, it's a little tight, but I do want to make sure you see this. This is built right into the slide here. That is underneath your king bed. So you have some awesome storage space right out there. So just in case, you know, the pass-through, because the pass-through is a little bit smaller than what a lot of times you get, but it certainly makes up for it right here. Last thing I do want to mention is right up front is your water inlet for your fresh tank. So if you plan on going somewhere and you need to fill your fresh tank, this is where it'll be, right here in front of your slide. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2019 Mallard M335. If you're interested in this beautiful travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.